Welcome to a new series on Vacuum Wars called Vacuum Wars Matchups, where I take two vacuums and compare their specs and features as quickly as possible. I thought I would start this series by comparing two of the most popular robot vacuums in the high-end premium category, the Roomba S9 Plus and the Roborock S7 with the auto-empty dock, both of which I've thoroughly tested and have done full-length reviews on, so links in the description, and let's get started. First, these two are very close to the same price, and while prices change all the time, as I record this, the Roborock S7 with the auto-empty dock is a bit cheaper than the S9 Plus, and so the S7 gets the point here. Moving on to navigation. Both of these robots are smart robot vacuums, meaning that unlike cheaper robots that bounce around randomly, these two create maps of your house and can systematically clean room by room in more or less straight lines. One big difference between these two robots is that the Roomba S9 Plus uses a camera-based system called V-Slam to map your house, and the Roborock S7 uses a spinning invisible laser called LiDAR. There are pros and cons to each system, but both end up with the same basic result, which is near 100% coverage of your house. But I give the point here to the Roborock because my personal view is that the LiDAR systems are more accurate, especially for use with the additional navigation features we will talk about later. Next up is cleaning ability, and let's begin with carpet cleaning. Here the Roomba S9 Plus is the big winner. In fact, the S9 Plus still has the best score I've ever seen in our carpet deep clean test, where I embed sand into medium pile carpet and weigh the dustbin before and after. This is due in part to it being a Roomba, and like all Roombas, it has a patented dual brush design, which I've seen time and time again beat out other robot vacuums with carpet cleaning, but also because the S9 Plus has much more power than the average Roomba. That being said, the Roborock S7 was also well above average with carpet cleaning, just not as good as the S9 Plus. As far as hard floors, the point easily goes to the Roborock S7. One of the things I've always liked about Roborocks is their ability to pick up debris from hard floors and carpet very cleanly and on the first pass, and the S7 was no different. Its brushes just work well together for a notably clean pickup. The S9 Plus is good with hard floors too, but it does struggle a little bit with larger debris on hard floors and carpet, perhaps for the same reason it's so good with carpet deep cleaning, which is that its brushes are very close to the ground. Battery life goes to the Roborock S7 as well, as it has a much larger battery and runtime, though it should be noted that since both are smart robots that make a map of your house, battery life isn't that important, since if they do run out of battery, they will return to their base, recharge, and then resume cleaning exactly where they left off. But it is nice to have them complete the job in one run if possible, which the Roborock S7 is more likely to do since it has a better battery. Next up is software features. Both robots have my favorite navigation-related feature where you can draw boundaries on the map in the app to keep the robot from going places you don't want it to go. I do think the Roborock's no-go lines are more accurate because of the LiDAR system and can be customized with more detail than the S9s can, but they both get the basic job done as far as these barriers go. They also both have a feature where you can tell it to clean one room and exclude others with lots of variations and related features in terms of scheduling. They both have multi-level mapping, a fairly new feature where you can put them on a different floor in your house and they will remember different floor plans. The Roborock can remember 4 maps where the Roomba can remember a whopping 10. Basically, they both have incredibly good apps with virtually the same features, and though there are minor pros and cons, I'm going to call this a tie and give them both a point for having excellent full-featured apps. Next up is mopping. This one is easy since only one of them, the Roborock S7, has a mop system, and it appears to me to be one of, if not the best mopping system on a robot vacuum I've seen yet, with a system that raises the mop for carpets and a host of software features and sensors that make it a truly useful robot mop combo. Next up is pet hair, and really they both did about the same, which was really excellent with short pet hair, but the Roomba S9 Plus was better in our test with resisting tangles with longer hair, like 7 to 14 inch human hair. So I'll give a point to the S9 Plus here. Next up is the auto-empty bins. They both have auto-empty docks that are bag-based. They both claim their bags can hold around the same amount of debris. In my tests I found that they were pretty much the same in terms of their abilities. The Robo Dock does have a few features that the S9 S9 Clean Base does not, including possibly a better filter, though I had a hard time confirming that. I personally think that both auto empty bins are well constructed and do their jobs well, so I'll call it a tie with 1 point each. Next is customer satisfaction. This is a totally subjective thing and it's really hard to quantify, but I took reviews and ratings from all over the internet, and it appears to me that customers are slightly more satisfied with the Roborock S7 than they are with the Roomba S9 Plus. But the S7, and especially its auto empty dock, are much newer, so these numbers could easily change down the road if long-term issues arise. But I'll give the S7 the point here. There are many more fine details to compare with these two, and I'll link you to a page on our website where we list all the specs and features of both of these robots side by side. But as you can see, the Roborock S7 has won this competition, though it was closer than it looks. To me, the main thing is that the Roborock S7 gives you the same top-of-the-line features at a slightly reduced price with the added value of the mop system. Links in the description for purchase and for my in-depth review videos on both of these, and let me know in the comments if you like this new format. I think it'll be a way for me to produce more content each month in addition to the normal individual product reviews. Thanks for watching.